The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting tonight. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Portland TRAILBLAZERS as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Damian Lillard.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. The Blazers have now been in the playoffs 8 straight seasons. Damian Lillard says, me and CJ in our careers, we've always won. Now, our team hasn't won the championship, but we've always won. And I think a big part of that is you know how to impact winning and make it happen. Guys, back to you.
He does. When it's on the line, it is Dame time. Thank you, D.A. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bane in at the 2-guard spot. And for the TRAILBLAZERS, Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. And it's Powell in at the small forward. And at the midway point, Chris, what stands out about this phase of the regular season to you?
Well, usually the standings have solidified, Kevin. The cellar dwellers, we had some great stories. And this is where the front offices has to take a hard look at their roster, maybe look to make some moves as well.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bane. He's guarded by McCollum. Bane passes to Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
They put in a 6'11" frame. That's Jackson. I mean, he's a low down low. Good luck stopping him.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
Oh, just a guy who grew up with basketball in his DNA. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s dead. Jaren Sr. was a heck of a player. I played with him. He won a title with the Spurs in 2003.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And one of the few NBA players out of an HBCU, Robert Covington, undrafted out of Tennessee State University, has had to work for everything he's gotten in this league.
He got his feet wet in the lean years in Philly when they were really trusting the process, and not a lot of flash in his game. All about determination and detail.
Back to Morant. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Right side Jackson, just 5 on the clock. From 7, C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. That's a 2 from Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motion.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
And here's McCollum. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Phoenix. The 15-footer. Again, the miss by the TRAILBLAZERS. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Count that one.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant with it. He had 25 points last game. Passes it to Adams. Here's Brooks. Morant with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. Adams, the pass to Bain. The 17-footer. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here's McCollum. Steven Adams making his last shot. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Left side, Adams. Brooks outside. Morant with it. Now Covington defending. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. Well, this kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And the first one at the line is good. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own. And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Now here's McCollum. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Hits it from three-point range.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Here's Jackson. That shot off the mark. Good D by Covington. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Portland making their last shot. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so Powell will bring it up for Portland. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks outside. Driving the lane to the inside. Jackson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jackson's got 5.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Lillard from outside sinks the triple.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Now the pass to Bain. Here's the dish to Brooks. Pass to Bain. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Hey, man, talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Covington passes to Lillard. Drives to the hoop. Oh!
Can't do a lot to stop Lillard. He's amazing at absorbing contact on these drives.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks outside. Portland grabs the miss. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Powell. Brooks grabs the board.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Number 1, the TRAILBLAZERs.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
First free throw is good. A different look now for Portland. Cody Zeller's checked in for Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And Tony Snell subbed in for Powell. Jackson hits both of them. Here's Lillard. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Nance, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Jackson. 7 points in the game. Pass to Bain. 6 to shoot. Morant outside. It's good from long range. Morant's got 5 now.
Oh, right there, Morant showing his ability to work off the ball. I mean, he found some space and knocked down the shot.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Bain. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Down low and stolen by Zeller. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. That shot is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Right side Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. Nance with some nice D. TRAILBLAZERS leading by 3 to the paint. And here's the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A moment now to see the numbers for Morant. He's averaging 28 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great vision, great handle. That's how he dropped so many dimes.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Little, he's checked in for the TRAILBLAZERS. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Brooks outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
Now Dillon Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second-round pick that year, I mean, he was taken 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a solid career as a two-way wing.
And that one falls for Brooks.
Well, it's easy to see all the hard work Dylan Brooks has put in. I mean, he just continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Simons. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. To the middle. Here's Zeller. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
Brooks for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Now Little. Left side Nance. Little passes to Nance. There's the drive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Kyle Anderson is checked in for Brooks. Simons, the pass to Little. Here's Simons. 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Bain. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant outside. Inside, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Now, what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. There's the pass to Snell. Here's Simons, guarded by Morant. Nance passes to Simons. Hits the three-point line.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Here's Bain over Zeller. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Timeout.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Chicago. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And, you know, right now, the Grizzlies, they weren't supposed to be this effective at this point in the season. The question now is, can they sustain it?
Here's Simons. Pass to Snell. Here's Simons. To the middle. Here's Zeller. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes to Bain. To the wing on the left. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Morant. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Snell. A putback. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant passes to Bain. Lets it go from the wing. Zeller grabs the board.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now here's Little. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Count the basket.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Simons surveying the D. That shot misses. Adams, some nice D. Clark kicks to Morant. Anderson passes to Adams. Back to Anderson. The feed to Adams. He nails it, and we're tied up. Adams has got 10 points in the game.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in his zone.
Into the lane, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Now, here's Clark. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Up top, Adams, over Nance, and so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. One of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
We've got Nance. He's out there with Cody Zeller. Tony Snell is out there with Little. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And he makes the first. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
That one misses.
Well, what more can you say about Tony Snell? I mean, he's rangy. I mean, he can shoot. And you never really can question his effort level.
It's Anderson with the drive, and Anderson slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Simons following the score by Memphis. Nance passes to Simons. Zeller inside. He kicks to Snell. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Snell's got 8 points.
Well, the range on Snell's shooting just keeps improving. He sends the three right in.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And guys, Cody Zeller, the number 4 pick in the 2013 draft, he's carved out a niche as an effective role player.
Yeah, what I like about Zeller is that he knows his role. He doesn't force anything out there. He just plays his game. He's a quality teammate. Guys like playing.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Nance. And it's Powell in for Tony Snell. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Bain. To the wing right side. Anderson against Zeller. Anderson passes to Bain. For 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Count it. Good. 12 points for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Morant with the steal. And the pass to Bain. At the top of the key, Clark. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cody Zeller. McCollum comes in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Lillard against Morant. Pass to Adams. Clock at 6. Morant against Lillard. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Morant. Lillard outside. He can't get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Passes it to Brooks. And it's all evened up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Covington passes to Nurkic. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Not just an interior threat, the in-between jumper. I mean, Nurkic possesses, is often right on the money, too.
Here's Bain. He's guarded by McCollum. Bain passes to Clark. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. McCollum outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the deep.
Nurkic against Morant. Brooks kicks to Clark. Fires top of the key. The shot no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That will complete this 4-game homestand. That bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brooks outside. Here's Adams, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight.
And this game has been all Adams. He's getting to his spots and capitalizing with ease right now.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Here is Lillard. 12 points for him. Kicks it to McCollum. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Now, here's Clark. To the paint. Takes it off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Portland lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Started.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And you look at McCollum. The 3rd spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range. And it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come. But you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score. Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs, Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
And how many players have ever notched multiple 60-point games? The list? Wilt, Jordan, Kobe, Elgin Baylor, James Harden, and Damian Lillard.
Morant with it. He's got 11. Driving in and finished off by Morant.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
And you think of those cold-blooded scores, man, none better than Lillard.
Certain players inspire appropriate fear. When he hits half court, he's with the nerve.
Got to appreciate the brilliance of Lillard. Excels in gripping for the defense.
Adams outside. Here's Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
first one falls. And both free throws good for Brooks. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Driving inside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
Morant against Lillard. Brooks outside. From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 4. Now Lillard, who's got 19. Outside Covington. Lillard against Morant. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 15 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Lillard. The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Adams. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
A different look now for Portland. Cody Zeller's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And Tony Snell subbed in for Norman Powell. Memphis also making some changes. Tillman comes in for Bain. And it's Anthony Melton in for Adams. Now, here's Lillard. 19 points in the game. The pass to McCollum. Portland again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jackson down low, covered by Nance. They now take the lead. 9 points for Jaren Jackson.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Nance. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard from deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Tillman, covered by Lillard. Tillman passes to Melton. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Portland's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Got that one up quick. McCollum's got 10.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on.
Outside Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Nance passes to Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
You better respect the interior game a little. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Little's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Checked in for Portland. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Grizzlies. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, Portland, 3 games behind.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seeded. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
For Portland, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Zeller. He's guarded closely. And that one hits back iron.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Takes it inside. Count that one. Melton's got his second basket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
1:30 left in the first half of the game. Here's Simons. He's got 5. They get a hand on it. Now here's Morant. 1:05 left in the first half. Here's Tillman. Nice shot by Brooks. Brooks has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
What an active player Brooks is. I mean, he does an awesome job there fighting to keep this possession alive.
Pass to Snell. Here's Simons. Guarded by Morant. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Jackson. The drive by Brooks. Oh! And he jams it with authority.
And sometimes it seems Brooks is better at scoring like this. I mean, he enjoys overcoming challenges.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Looking to end the run. He can't get it to go. Morant with some nice D.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And here's Brooks from outside. Again, the miss by Brooks. Here's Snell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Snell's got 10.
How about the quick draw jumper from Snell? The defense doesn't get a chance to contest it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Damian, where does that game face of yours come from?
I think it's just the Oakland in me, really. I'm sure a lot of people know about the past Oakland point guards with Gary Payton, Brian Shaw, and Jason Kidd. And once you get on the court, it's time to compete. Off the court, I was raised to be a good person, high character person, but on the court, between those lines, everything is out the window. It's time to win.
That 5-1-0 is coming out, Damian. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone, but now everyone gets a chance to recalibrate. We'll see if this rebounding dominance can extend into the second half.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Got to give some credit to the energy of their bench. The second unit guys are trying to make a name for themselves tonight. And I like to fire them to the starters, baby.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.